The Muslims said I should go to Speaker's Corner, and I don't live in London. I've never been on a plane. I would be really scared to be on a plane. Like, I'm scared of heights. I've always been really scared of heights. I get that, like, freezing fight or flight feeling when I end up somewhere really high up. So I just try to avoid all that. But if I'm ever there, I'll definitely go to Speaker's Corner. I have done a lot of street evangelism that would be probably a lot more volatile than Speaker's Corner, because I lived in Dearborn and went door to door and went into Muslims' houses. At the time I was married, so I had like a bodyguard with me, so that made it feel a lot more safe. But I've gone into Muslim houses and stayed in their houses for hours and talked to them about Islam. I've worked among them, and I've had some of them go off on me and threaten me and stuff like that. I've spent years living among Muslims talking to them, so Speaker's Corner wouldn't be any different than what I've already gone through. It's not like it would be that much different. Going through these as fast as my premature baby will allow me. She's like giving me a little bit of freedom, but she's playing on the floor right next to me, so it's not going to last long. She basically has me as a hostage. So one of the Muslims said, Jesus never said, I am God, worship me. And his exact wording was, Jesus never saying, I am God, worship me. So, and in the Bible, there's numerous verses that if you read the Bible and you know English well, you can understand that Jesus is saying, I am God. So, when you don't want to see it, and maybe there's a language barrier too, then you don't see it. But when there's not a language barrier and you want to see the truth, it's very plain as day. John 1:1 says, in the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And the Word was made flesh, which means came into a body, and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father. So very clear there. John 10:30 is the words of Jesus, and he says, I and my Father are one. So that's Jesus claiming that him and the Father are one being. And then Isaiah 9:6 says, unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. So that puts the Son and the Father together as one being. So Jesus did say he was one with the Father, which is making him God. So he in essence did say, I am God, worship me. And then in John 20:28, Thomas calls Jesus my Lord and my God, and Jesus doesn't rebuke him. So obviously Jesus is Lord and God, or he would have rebuked Thomas. So John 8:58, Jesus says, before Abraham was, I am. So for him to exist before Abraham means that he's eternal. He's God, So Jesus did in so many words say, I'm God, worship me.